Yes. I can't believe I can't type in this game. Ah, god damn. Hold up here. I'm gonna try something up here. Um, alright. Alright. Hello. So yeah, the main reason why we're even over here in the first place was... Okay, so obviously these tents, you can't exactly do much with nades, especially if people are running through here, primarily the center. Uh, but I had an odd occurrence the other day, and this is why I had messaged you that night. Yeah. I threw a nade somewhere, like, I was trying to throw it somewhere up here, but the nade bounced inside the tent, like off the back wall of the tent, and then inside. Also, I think God moding us would be a lot better. That way we don't accidentally end the game.
I've got it moded myself already. Forgot to God mode, yeah. Wait. Yeah, it's got moded.
So, like, I'm trying to see... Okay, so, like, right there, the nade just bounced in, like, an odd direction. But, like, see, that's very weird, because I was throwing it straight up, And you would think that it would, like, ricochet off and then probably go to the right. No, it went back and then right. Which, I don't think that should be happening. But, like, I think how it probably went inside the tent was because during the match I was moving. And I threw it at, like, the right moment. Well, not like that, of course, but... It's supposed to be, like, thrown in the middle of the lane, but I had threw it up and I was still moving. I think I was also using ninja boots, so I don't know. But, I mean, obviously you're gonna have to spawn nades, because... Oh, well, I got one right here.
I'm trying to see how to spawn nades. I don't see the command, the grenade spawning command in the wiki.
Well, I think there's one for bananas, right?
There is bananas, yeah.
But it might be the same with, like, ammo type.
Let me go ahead and do that. Because for banana, all you have to do is type in, like, /banana, and I can do, like, 10, like that. But I can't do grenade. I can just type in grenade 10. Maybe.
Well, for now you can give me the bananas. I could still... I mean, bananas and nades still work hand in hand in terms of how they actually function. As much as... Well, other than banana, it has that slipping property. But, like, I'm trying to figure out...
Oh, up the space there.
Okay, right there. Okay, see, now this one went right back here. And that was because I threw it just perfectly. Yeah, I threw it at just the perfect angle. But I've had it get inside the tent before. Like, I've had nades go inside the tent, like, twice. And it's happened during a game. I don't know, like, if it's, like, a specific tent or if there's a specific way of doing it. Because there was definitely... like, one that I got inside the tent before. I've almost blown myself up twice because of this. Well, obviously we can use just the forkers, kind of clear some of this out. Or slipping works too, I guess.
So, like, tell me where you were standing exactly and how it would get to.
Well, I was definitely down here. It was this central tent that I remember, but it was while I was during a match and I was moving, and someone was running around here, and I was between these lanes and I was throwing it up and left, and it showed up inside this tent and it bounced off the back of the wall, and then back at me. I didn't get hit by the nade, but I saw it like ricochet back. So I'm trying to figure out like what exactly caused it, because like just like with like the Skullcat tomb, when they like patched that out, like it's not supposed to be possible, but I've had this like this is one tent that I've had it happen. There was another one. I think it was one of the two by, you know, like that road at Research Labs. I've had that happen once as well. So, like, I don't know what causes it, because I feel like either there's a finicky, like, geometry collision or something, I don't know what, or maybe I'm, like, hitting this door, and maybe there's, like, some trigger going on, where it fucks with the nades or something. I'm really not sure what it could be, because again, I've only had this happen twice, so trying to find a consistent replication of it is gonna be oh! Okay. Well, I'm also recording, so I actually just caught that. I threw... Okay, look at where this banana went. Why is it here?
You guys show me that clip. I wasn't completely paying attention. Again.
I threw it right here. I threw it right here. And I went into the tent. I saw it blink on the corner here. It blinked at this corner. And now it's here now. Yeah, so there's got to be some very weird corner collision going on. Right there! I got it! Look inside the tent. I got it.
Uh-huh. So you threw it in...
There's a specific corner. There's a specific corner of these tents where if you throw it just right... Oh, you see, I think you saw it that time. It went right back here again. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've had this happen, like, twice now, and I've never seen it before.
It's not just going, like, past the corner.
Oh, wait, hold on. Go up there. Yeah, stay up there, stay up there.
Like right where I'm standing?
Yeah. Do you see where my bananas are going?
Yeah, it's going into the tent.
Yeah, see, why is it going here? I mean...
It's going in here.
Yeah, it's going inside of here now, because... Well, obviously I'm using a different resolution so I can throw stuff farther, but at the same time, you can even tell that, like, from right here... Yep, it's going back here. But you see, like, okay, so... Let's see... Here, let me do something real quick. I'm gonna make sure I'm completely aligned with this tree. So, alright, so I'm right here aligned with the tree. Alright, kind of move out of the... You can move up there. You can go up there, because I want to... So I'm perfectly aligned with this tree. So I'm gonna move up a little bit. I'm gonna have feet probably like midway, and I'm gonna have the cursor... Well, I'm gonna have the line... Like, not the edge of the line, but when the line touches the tent above, like, right where you're at, I'm gonna have it center. So obviously that bounces off.
Mm-hmm.
If I do it on the right corner... Okay, so I have it at the right entry. I'm throwing it right here.
Goes into the tent.
That is so weird. Because, okay, so where my corner is on the line... on my screen, the internal of the tent, you know how like the inside of the tent you can see it has like that square? Obviously there's that like bend where you can see like okay, like the tent itself. Like you see how you see like 5 vertical lines as like the little top part?
Yeah.
That second one on the right, the middle one on the right, from the ground and the top one, it's aligned perfectly with the floor of the tent to the corner. So when I'm throwing it, it's now going in here. And this is just me being lined up with the tree and being like center here. I'm gonna try it again. Yeah.
Do you really think that's a weird interaction, though?
It has to be, because obviously we have bananas going... Obviously throwables are going past this tent to... Mind you, if you're someone standing here... Like, mind you, like, when you're in the center part of the tents, you don't think about nades being able to... Wait. Hold on. Where are you throwing those? Because they're inside the tent here now.
Yo, that is crazy. I'm just throwing... So standing right where you're standing, I'm trying to... I'm aiming my cursor to, like...
Alright, those are going inside now.
Those are going inside?
On the top one.
Inside? Oh, gotcha. So, like, I think I was standing... Let me get some more bananas. So I'm standing here.
That's going inside. That's going inside.
Yeah, so I'm standing a bit above the tree. Like, not exactly center like this, but, like, above here. And I'm just aiming inside the...
Is it the right corner, like on the floor?
Yes, the right corner on the floor. Just kidding. It's like above. A bit like where
The brown line is?
yeah, where the brown line, above the brown line, pretty much, if you aim right there. And that goes inside. Let me check. Yeah.
Hold on. Alright, that went in the other tent.
Yeah.
I'm throwing it a bit more to the left, and it's going over still. Okay, that time it bounced off. Let me do a tiny bit to the right.
It's not going inside, yeah.
It's going to the other one. But that's so weird. Why does... Like, I'm further away from the corner from this, though. I'm not even aiming at the spot that I was aiming at before. I'm aiming, like, further to the left.
Mm-hmm.
And
it
see...
looks like it's just going through the corner.
Like, even if you're, like, standing at this bottom tent, like, when you see the banana... When the bananas go to the top one, you can actually see the banana going through this tent corner here. Like, it'll pop up through the corner and then inside here.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try to replicate that interaction I just did.
You got it.
Got it?
Yep, first try. Yeah, because see, this is how I had this happen in my match. It went inside... Yeah. So where it's bouncing off, you know that center line again? That center line that I said I used as like a reference to that for the tent? It's bouncing off that top part. It's bouncing off the top part here inside. Like that top corner. So like, how this is like a wall, it's like hitting that very top corner of it. Like it's hitting inside here and then in. Because, see, this is why it's weird. Because when you're throwing these outside, realistically, obviously, same thing with the Skullcat tomb. When they patch it out, you're not supposed to be able to throw stuff inside directly. But this just goes inside from a wall bounce from the top. But then, okay, we have established that, but if we think about it from the side, obviously that's gotta bounce off. And obviously that is true. But of course there's some objects where throwing things at a certain distance away, it'll still allow it to have it toss over. Like, obviously these shipping containers. Because a lot of people didn't know about these shipping containers, if they're single and closed, that you could just simply throw a banana right over them. Mm-hmm. And you could still bounce bananas over this container, and if you have like a double one next to it, you could throw over, ricochet off the second one, and then have it go over while it bounces. So, yeah, like, okay, you got it again there. But, like, I could see it, like, going through the corner. I could see it for a quick few frames. Well, not even just a few frames. There's, like, at least a quarter second where you actually see it going through. And it goes to this part of the tent, which, again, it doesn't make sense. Because if we throw it from the sides, obviously it doesn't work. We can't throw it just through the sides like the Skullcat tomb. But, you know, it also reminds me, the open shipping containers. Because these ones are a bit trickier over here to the left, because we have an open one right here. Because, like, these are trickier because while we could throw over a closed one, these open ones can't be thrown over because you have this internal part here where you walk inside. Mm-hmm. So it's not able to be... Well, it's not able to throw nades over it in the first place, or anything over it. But, okay, let me throw over the doors. What about the doors? Okay, well, the doors you can actually toss over. Yeah, if you're at a certain distance from the shipping container doors themselves and the open ones, you can throw over them. But not through. I also need more, I ran out. But, again, like, that is strange, right? Because now we have to think of it as, you know, the shipping containers and the tents. We have to consider them as like an equilibrium here, because again, they kind of function the same thing as the shipping containers, except, you know, it's a one-way and not a two-way.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm one.
Whoa.
Go outside. Go outside between the two.
Yeah, you're throwing it right through the corner.
This game is so broken. I cannot believe this exists. I'm the one that accidentally saved this game, and I'm the one that knew something was absolutely wrong with these scenarios that I've been getting in game.
Yo, I can replicate it. Yeah.
Hold on. Come out, real quick. If we know we can throw it inside and out like that, do you know how absurdly broken that is? If you're camping inside these tents. Now, here's the question. Here's the $1 million question. It goes through.
Whoa, wait. You're throwing it through the corner. Whoa, that is. Wait, let me.
And I'm recording.
Yeah.
I'm recording this too.
If you put it the curved line and match it up exactly through that corner, then it just goes right through. Yeah, that's easy. That's so easy to do. You can do it from anywhere. No, you can't do it from there. It has to be a certain distance.
Yeah. So I need more bananas. I'm out. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, cause see, I'm throwing it like right here, and it goes through.
Right at the stump.
Wait, I'm a bit closer now. It went through. It's still going through. Hold on.
No, it's bouncing right now.
Yeah, now it's bouncing. It's like somewhere right here. Yeah, like right here.
Oh yeah, right here. Let's chuck it.
So we could do it bottom top. We could throw it from down here and up, because, you know, there's enough room in the tent to throw it through. Yeah, you could throw it through. Obviously, we're only doing like the right side. The left side works too. Yeah. So both corners of the tent function the exact same. Oh my god. But again,
right here.
Yeah, it works through both corners. But now here's the thing, right? So before, just starting from here, I realized, okay, I was getting nades to bounce off from outside in and inside the tent. We found that.
Yes.
And we've also discovered, of course, nades and stuff can go through the corner here and through to this tent. Yeah. And now we've discovered that while either you're inside or outside the tent at a certain distance, you can throw shit through the fucking corners.
That's very...
And again, I've only had this happen twice, but I don't know if it was these exact same tents or I had it once and then another. Because when you think about it this way, what about the other tents?
Yeah.
We know those 6 are absolutely busted.
The tents, actually, to be honest, the tents in Goldwood Wood, right? Those ones are an even more common area that people fight in. That's very, very broken. I'm gonna collect some grenades on the way over there.
Well, the thing with Goldwood is, I think that's still one of SAR's oldest locations that definitely needs like a revamp. Because there's one tent in Goldwood, and this is the only tent in the entire game. And it's that one by that little red house at that path at that bottom, like right by the beach side where the lighthouse is. That one is the only tent in the entire game that has hay bales inside of them. And those hay bales actually block your nades. Like, I had someone eat a nade and they didn't die because the hay bales were in there. which was dumb. But there's also like certain weird. Actually, the tent with the hay bales, it's the exact same as the one at Labs. I'm here now. It's shaped the exact same. But yep, it functions. Wait. Oh my god. Okay, so I did that corner thing again, but I managed to bounce it off the wall of the tent, and it ricocheted to the left outside.
Okay, so I just did a test with grenades. It's harder to get the grenades through the corner than bananas. Bananas are easier to get through corners.
No, I got it to happen with an nade. I had one right next to the tent. I just threw it out. It ricocheted off the wall, but it was still like central, behind a tree. And again, like there's even more tents like these.
I'm at the one right above the D in Goldwood. That tent right there.
Oh, you mean the one with all the grass?
Yeah. The wheat. Yeah. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Like, if you ever want to just throw nades through walls at people.
I mean, I've had randoms before question me while I'm not able to talk back about how did I kill them with some of the nades that I throw. Well, this will make players think I'm fucking cheating or some shit because, like, dude, obviously, like, I'm recording this, obviously, so eventually, at some point, I will show this, but, like, I mean, obviously, you're gonna let people know, too. But, like, this is busted as fuck. Because there's so many tents like this. But here's the thing, right? Okay, so I'm gonna grab a gun here. Obviously, so like, we can tell, like, bullets obviously get stopped. That's one thing. Bullets get stopped from this. But throwables still go through. And that one just went right there, by the way. It's just sitting right there. Like, it is so unbelievable. But, you know, this spot is actually ridiculous because if someone is running away from you and they're going north, you could just throw through this corner and nade them.
I was thinking the exact same thing. This is a choke point, and no one would ever expect to die with a nade going through the corner here.
Especially if you're being chased and you're going up and you go through here. Like, this is so ridiculous. Because
if I get a kill like that in game, then I'm gonna be shocked.
Actually, I know Eunice tested like some of the trees, like, you know, to the left. But I don't know if he tested this one. And I actually had this happen in an actual mystery mode match. Yeah, actually during mystery mode weekend, I had this like happen. So obviously, like the gunfights are typical around this part, but I threw a nade up right there. So like right here, I don't know which. Okay, it's like a bit down. So where I'm aiming at, the third tree, like, all right. So it's this one, the one that's shaking. I'm aiming at like center of the tip here, and it's going through like over here. That is so weird. There's like a lot of trees. That's like 6 trees, and these things are going through. I mean, it's specific, I'm assuming, but like that many trees is absurd. You'd think it would like bounce and probably get stuck inside I'm all out of throwables. Up. It went through that time. I don't know where the initial ones went. I think they went over here to this corner, right? Oh, I think I know why they're going through.
It's because you can walk through them, like right here, right?
It's right here, this part.
Yeah, it's going through like the part that you can, because you can throw it like right through here.
I mean, again, like, I know Eunice already did, like, some nade testing, and, like, obviously, like, the down here, like, further down, like, the campfire, like, below the houses, like, obviously, he tested that one. Toss down more bananas. This one I've known for a while, it's actually this spot. This one's a bit precise, but you can throw over this. I use this. You can also do a counter throw. Same thing. I've known this one for a while. Because, you know, I mean, it makes sense, right? But, obviously, like, you think, okay, you'd probably be able to throw it over, like, the 10 itself, but, like, you kind of have to be, like, a bit off to the side, because for whatever reason, it still bounces back, depending on the angle. Yeah, like, it easily bounces back even though it shouldn't. But, you know, that's, like, obviously, like, these are some spots that I've done. Actually, I never tried throwing a nade through this. Because I always thought this was too risky. This part. Oh, you can.
Oh my god.
I mean, it makes sense. You can see through this angle. You can see people here. That and actually have a bit of a generous throw here. With the line of sight that you get here, yeah, that's generous. Counter throw? Hold on. I'm gonna need more. I mean, obviously, yeah, like, if people are stuck there... Oh, wait, we have a whole pile of bananas over here. I forgot.
I can,
I need to eat all these because I'm trying to do a counter throw here. Okay, there is a counter throw. You kind of have to be at, like, the same angle as, like, the other spot. I mean, that works very well. I mean, this is the first time actually testing this spot in specific, but it's good to know this one. Obviously, like, this part back here is a bit pointless, but you never know. Imagine this faded part of the tree you could actually throw through. That'd be stupid. Although, I mean, granted, what we just did... Oh, that went through. This one's going through.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if Yin found that one, but I mean, obviously he found, like, down here. Like, it was, I think it was either these trees or these trees that he found. In his, little thing. Can you you can counter throw here. You can counter throw. Actually, there's multiple angles to counter throws right here. Oh my god.
I'm throwing so many. Throw.
The things you could find with SAR is so fucking amazing that it even defies all laws of physics. And what you think is possible. Wait. Oh no. Okay. I have a theory craft for this spot. It's hitting that tree right there. But it's bouncing off, it's bouncing off. Oh my god, if someone's running away and they're going to the right side, if I find an angle that goes through here, that means it hit that tree. It's bouncing off of that tree now. Well, okay, maybe not, but oh man. Okay, see, I'm getting like bananas from here, hitting like the far left tree, but bouncing off, and I'm getting the one on the right hitting this tree right here.
I got a really like you can see it hit the tree on the other side.
Yeah, you can see it like hit the tree, but it's like bouncing back. It's bouncing back towards you. Actually, if we can find a skunk nade, I'm gonna try to find a skunk nade real quick. Or just a... I mean, there is a regular nade here, but... I mean, obviously we're testing with bananas, and obviously we don't know if bananas have like a completely separate property.
Yeah.
I really don't want to travel too far to find a skunk nade, of all things. Because I'm trying to figure out, like... What if skunk nades can be used for some of these broken spots that, while it may not look like it successfully works, it could...
That would be wicked for Final Circle, and gas is closing in.
Yeah, because, I mean, obviously many people don't really think too much about Final Circle other than either hide or probably hunt everyone else down and get them... Oh, I found one. There we go. I only have one, so kind of have to make it count. I'll try it. Well, let me grab some bananas. Let me see. It does get a bit of the ground here, but, like, it's barely much. It's kind of like if you're hugging the trees. You kind of have to have someone hugging the trees here to make that effective. Kind of...
the cat mines. Would the cat mines work if someone tries to...
No, cat mines don't trigger through walls.
Oh.
Like,
No.
you have to be direct line of sight of a cat mine, and then you have to be in its radius for it to work. Also, I see it right there. There is actually another nade spot that I don't think many people know about, but I use it quite frequently, and I've actually used it for a long time. It's actually by the dam up here. So kind of similar to like this spot, there's like a spot by the dam. Obviously, well, oh yeah, you got a cat mine there.
Got it inside, but it won't trigger because of the trees counting as a wall.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I mean, unless there's some fucking demonic pixel perfect line of sight angle for it. But I don't think that'll work. But yeah, like, up at the dam, there's another nade spot that I frequently use. Quite a bit. And again, people don't usually use it. Because I don't think... Well, yeah, I don't think anyone actually would think much about this. Because it looks ridiculous at first, but it does make a bit of sense. So, like, right here. You can get out of it, of course. So, obviously, like, you see, like, all this around here. But, you could throw... Okay, so where my line is, I could throw it between the tree and this wall here, and it goes over. I frequently use this a lot whenever I hear gunfights up here. So if people are, like, around this part, they get naded. And, funnily enough, there is a counter nade to this. Because if there is a nade spot, there should be a counter nade. And there is. And that one's actually quite effective, too. But I don't use top-down nade as much as I do as bottom-top. Because bottom-top usually makes more sense. because people are usually around here more fighting. I mean, down here, it's a bit more difficult because, again, you have a bunch of angles, and even with a nade, you have to consider, okay, there's not that many spots people could be exposed to when this nade goes off. But bottom top, you could throw it up here, and, you know, well, yes, there is a whole bunch of stuff around here. It's still open enough to where it could catch people off guard because, you know, it's quite a choke point spot, too. I mean, again, like this spot and of course down here, they're both choke points in their own right.
They are both choke points. Both
but it depends on like the scenario, and also, I know this is usually like at that end. Also, another N60. Okay, that goes through. Okay. Wow, these are the most busted ass spots ever. I mean, and it goes through. It goes through the corner. Oh my god! Hold on. Jot some more. I need more. Yeah, it's going to this bush here in this corner. So that means that there's someone just casually opening. I could, what, throw it?
I'm
Okay.
aiming, so my line is in between the two trees.
Also, how stuff goes through objects, it's also dependent on how far you're throwing them. Because I tried doing a less powerful throw and the bananas won't go through. But
yeah, I have it going pretty far. It's a pretty far throw.
Okay.
Like,
mine's like, my cursor's like a bit underneath the bush, but like a bit to the right, like not at the edge, but like a bit more because I'm kind of at like the limit point. I think if I'm closer, maybe.
my cursor.
Well,
right
okay,
on
I have to be further back.
The ruffled tree, the tree top at the bottom. This one right here. So I'm shaking the top of this is where I'm throwing it.
But yeah, that is kind of weird. Because, well, I think even if the nades... yeah, they're going through. Yeah, they're going through, like, perfectly on the rebel cache. Like, dead center.
I want to spawn nades. I can go through it. Through here.
Yeah, okay, I found the spot for it. Yeah, wow. That is so unfair. Because it bounces off the tree, and it, like... it's right on top of the M16. Like, dead center.
That's kind of nuts.
So, if there's a new player, and you don't know it's a new player, and you just casually throw something like that... Actually, where does my bananas go in comparison?
A bit lower, right under it. So you could probably use it, like, right here. This stack.
Yeah, that's actually for a final circle, if someone's camping here and you have skunk nades, my throw would actually be a lot better because it gets full area coverage up here, and it gets a bunch of extended southern nading. But obviously, oh, I think I know why mine's going in the spot that it is. It's bouncing off the tree on the like as if it's the wall, and not going back. It's going like it's still continuing as if it's bouncing.
Now you're doing that. You're landing it on the crate.
Yeah, because mine's like center underneath the bush. Okay.
Those ones aren't going through. Okay, now that throw just now is like way lower than the rest.
Hit that tree.
You just hit this tree, yeah. Yeah, your banana just one of your bananas went like down here.
I mean, in a normal match, I think that kind of spot, even if the person backs away, if they're like standing here, maybe, or like even if they're up here, like if they do get hit, not only do you get the damage numbers and their spot is given away, but even if they try to run and let's say you throw a quick one, then you go around, the moment they get hit, okay, mine actually went on the Rebel Cache this time, but the moment they get hit, if they don't die, because I'm already running their way, by the time they start running, from the moment I throw and then I start, boom, 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 they're dead. Like, not only do they get caught off guard by a sudden nade hitting them through the tree, but the moment they start running, they have very, very little to no chance, I would say 99% of the time, to escape. But it also depends heavily on their position. Again, if they're right up against these trees and they get hit, they have 0% chance of surviving unless, like, you're really low or whatnot to escape. But if they're, like, somewhere closer around here to the center, it depends because, again, depending on where it lands for the nades, they could still live or completely die. And if they're down here and they're getting ready to push you, then chances are they could still get damaged.
Mm-hmm.
And so you'd still get a bit of an advantage in the fight.
Yeah. Sure.
Oh my god, that is loud. That is super loud because the armor's not breaking.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear dings too much. Yeah, that's a lot better than hearing all those armor dings. I need more bananas. Now it makes me wonder about these two trees. Which, okay, that already confirms my answer. That is very easy.
Going through trees is pretty busted in this game.
And it's so easy to counter throw too. I'm throwing it like right here, and it goes through. Oh, man. Welcome to SAR. A game where if you don't test everything out, you'll miss what you are running by so obviously. Oh my god, okay. Up here, I'm throwing it right through that one. This one, not so much. Like, see, even this one, I'm right here. I'm just right here. And those go right to this part of the choke point. So if I'm running away from someone, I could just throw a nade. Let's see. Let's say I ran by right here. Okay, well. Okay, I really do need to get, like, running starts. I really cannot do these kinds of static tests without, like, already, like, starting with, like, if I'm already in a scenario or something, because I am so used to doing shit in game. Yeah, even, like, right here. Yeah, so if I'm running from someone and I'm coming this way and I know they're still chasing, I could throw it like that. I don't have to be, like, up, like, I don't have to be up here. I could run by this tree and throw it to the left of it. Obviously, you could still throw it through here, and obviously you can still see this angle, but you could still throw it, like, through the tree at a quite generous spot. And then, of course, there's also this, which, I mean, obviously, you're probably going to be very confused as to why I'm saying this, and I'm standing right here. It's because of this corner angle. You can shoot bullets through this.
You can shoot through there?
Yeah, it's very difficult because it's like right there. I hit you.
Yeah, but like it's very inconsistent. Like sometimes I see the bullet goes through, but you don't hit me, even with the bullet going through.
Yeah, I think there's only been one time ever. I think it was in a Walking Dead match where I've actually killed a chicken through this corner because they were low and also they were like pretty much close by. I just took, and yes, I was in your spot too. But I've also theory crafted like, what if by some unknown foreign chance, by some masochistic god, could you actually perform a throwable throw pixel perfect? Because I feel like this is like a pixel perfect angle here. Well, not even a pixel perfect because it's not like it's only one spot. But like, what are the odds that you can throw something through this and get it to go through? But I don't think it'll work because I think the throwables are too big.
Yeah.
Because bullets, obviously we know the bullets in this game are pixel. Are basically just a fucking pixel. Because we can get them through. But we also have to account for the fact that we have a recoil system in this game. See, and I can even see the bullet going through like the top one corner of the bottom house. Well, sometimes it goes through, other times it doesn't. Yeah, if I take my sweet time with it, it does go through. But here's the thing though, I'm using that same angle. I didn't even move my cursor and the banana doesn't get through. So yeah, I'm thinking like throwables are definitely bigger than what bullets are in this game, so they just won't work regardless. But yeah, that was something I was theory crafting for a bit, but I was still unsure of whether or not there will be a day where that'll work. But I don't think it will. Also, technically you can use this chimney as a hiding spot. If you do the same thing with like the beaver dam before they nerfed it and fix the collision, you can, you know, just have a gun out and down, and if you didn't have a pet, you could barely see your player at all, like sticking out. And again, there's a lot of people in this game that miss details like that, so a spot like that isn't out of the question. Okay, you could throw to this tree. Oh, wow. Okay. That's even more generous than I thought. Well, that's a new nade for later. Like, there's so much wrong with this game. It's actually funny. Oh my god. I can throw directly through. I can throw directly through. This is... I'm throwing it very far down, that's why. Yeah, look at where it lands.
Oh.
Yours are landing right here, but mine's are landing down here because, well, obviously...
Bigger, like lower resolution.
Yeah, my resolution is closer to 1:1, so it makes sense why mine... Like, still, like, that just shows you how busted this resolution is as well in comparison. When your bananas have to be, like, down here for you to actually make it through. Meanwhile, mine can land, like, down here. if I
I
wanted
haven't
them
been
to.
playing on the resolution. I don't really know why. I guess I've just been like, I don't know, not worried about getting an advantage over people.
Oh,
What resolution do you play on?
1280 by 1024.
Yeah, that's kind of busted, dude.
Yeah, hold on. Let me. Alright. So this is where my banana throw is. If I'm directly south on this, I'm going to go right into 1920 by 1080. And I'm going to throw mine now for the 1080 one. And yeah, look at where mine was on the 1024 res to the 1080.
Yeah.
That's quite an extension. It's because north and south is obviously not fully 120 SAU. So because on 16.9 we're not even throwing it at 120. Because obviously left and right, we can obviously tell, like, okay, the very far left and right edges of our screen is 128 SAU. Exactly. But we don't throw all the way at 120. And because 16.9 also, if you think about it, it's kind of like a circle, okay? Throwing anything is like a circle radius when you think about it.
Uh-huh.
So when you consider 16.9 resolution, when you consider how far you can actually throw genuinely from where your player is positioned. So, okay, let's say I'm standing right here. Let's say between my feet, like right between here, where I'm standing at, is the very center. If I throw left, that's how far I can throw it. And this is just left and right. Obviously, everyone gets this. So if we make that, if we make it like a sort of circle thing, and we actually try to showcase that on a screen of 16 by 9 versus a 1024 res that I'm using, you kind of notice that 1024 gets more range of motion for it. As 16.9, it has a cutoff. So you actually kind of notice that. Like 16.9, you get that bigger cutoff to the radius, and so you get less than what you're actually intended on getting. Because again, this resolution is part of the game. Like, I'm not really exploiting anything. This is just a setup. It's just a simple game setup that everyone can actually do. You just have to go into your settings. I mean, some people say they don't have this option for whatever reason, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I get... what setting was it? Like, yeah, 640 by... Wait. Yeah, half of this would be like 640 by 512. That one I actually don't have. But when I was playing on someone else's setup, they actually had that as a resolution. Which is kind of funny. But again, like, it's very determined on, like, what setup you got. I mean, I just have a standard 1080 monitor. And this resolution just comes with it. Because I think the game just detects, like, what sort of, like, monitor you're using from Windows. Because obviously it needs to know, like, what sort of monitor you're using for any game. And that's why, like, those resolution options are even there in the first place. So, the uncommon 5.4 ones, they'd had that at least somehow come in. But, you know, there's a whole lot of intricacies. And obviously, that doesn't have to be just the resolution. Like, obviously there's nade throws that we've been testing this entire time that are absolutely busted. Although, there is this spot, and it's this sign here. I'm actually wondering. Because this one I've never tried before. But, you know... Okay, through this part of the tree, you can. Did I hear a meow?
Uh,
I heard a meow from you hitting me there. That was so weird. I heard a meow.
was it your wolf?
Yeah, that was my character getting hit.
Was it whenever I hit you at the same
It
same time your wolf made a noise?
you hit me when you went around this corner, and I heard it. And that was when I was throwing something. No, same sound. I definitely heard a completely different sound. Oh, ooh, that was kind of promising. That was a delayed banana there. Jump more. I'm out. Oh! Wait. Oh my god, I've been recording for an hour. We actually ran the hour timer down.
Right. I do need to
Wait, it does go through. It does go through. Down here. Yeah, between... I had the line between these two trees.
Oh.
It goes right over. It lands right here. It has the counter. It has to have a counter. Right?
Right.
It does. Specific, I think. But, you can kind of know where the spot is. Okay, yeah, so right where I'm touching the road. Right where I'm touching the road. Like, where my feet is to the road. It goes through. A bit further back, it bounces off. I mean, I don't know if it works for you. It does. It does. Yeah, it's landing right underneath the sign. Like, it's landing, like, right where the bottom part of the sign is.
Let me test different throw distances.
Yep. It lands here. Under the sign. Actually, that is a very good skunk nade spot, if you think about it. Oh, we're dying. Even though we're in god mode.
Yeah, this is the kill gas.
But yeah, for that sign, that's actually a very good skunk nade, if you think about it. Because it covers a very good radius for one. Like, that is actually brilliant. But still, I think the biggest hallmark here was the tents.
Uh-huh.
I cannot believe that after all this time we've I obviously haven't been able to replicate the one where you got it to bounce off the wall inside, like casually just like standing still and trying it, but through the corners, inside and outside, and actually getting it through the tent, which actually I've got it to go over the tent through the corner before, like more times than I had bouncing it off the wall. But I thought it was just some like random shenanigans because, you know, I just managed to get the nade, you know, past that little side of the wall.
Uh-huh.
Like any other sort of normal geometry, but nah, this is a bit different.
It's definitely not intended.
Yeah, if you could throw nades outside to inside a tent through the solid fucking wall, I think you have a big problem. I mean, when you think about it, here's the thing, right? Saw Security HQ, it has these walls where you can't, like, throw nades over, but the Pixel port walls you can. Which,
With the BCG, do you think we can put BCG shots through a corner?
I'm not
like,
sure.
Actively projectiles anyway.
Well, I know that I was told that apparently the reason why BCG doesn't have any sort of effects to fast and slow bullets is because it's considered a fucking projectile when you fucking shoot that thing. And not an actual bullet, which is a bit dumb because in slow bullet mode, it's literally busted. I mean, you can definitely spawn a BCG. We can do that, for sure, but nades are a different story because we're only really able to... well, unless someone else has known about, like, the codes for throwing nades, we kind of can't do much.
I am going to go, by the way. You have work at 9?
Yeah, at 9.
Oh,
I'm doing an overnight, so that's gonna be fucking fun. And then after I do that shift, I have to go back at 4 to midnight tomorrow.
4 to midnight.
Yep. And then Tuesday, because I only have worked 2 days during the one weekend, because they scheduled me only 2 days, I have to work 4 to 9. So that's gonna be a fun few days. I mean, I get Monday off at least, but I don't look forward to how tonight's gonna be. But at least we solved my tent mystery. Still, that is fucking dumb and busted.
Yeah.
And obviously some of the tree spots that we tested, like, those are ridiculous too. But that is... Pinnacle SAR. Pinnacle SAR Gaming. After 3,000 hours, I have finally understood more broken spots. And that's because I wanted to finally test it for myself. Because... better environment, because I'm not getting shot all the fucking time. And I can actually do something about it. You know, like, I can actually theory craft and kind of put up a concept and see what works. And this hour-long video is going to be well worth showcasing.
Are you gonna,
I mean...
trim it down?
What was it?
Are you gonna trim that down?
Turn what down?
The hour-long video? Are you gonna edit it? Make a video out of it?
I mean, depends if I'm not fucking lazy, and if I ever get my video editor back, because they updated it at one point when I didn't have my PC, and my fucking perma license is useless. Which is fucking stupid, because I spent $60 to get that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, we'll see. Because again, like, if a whole bunch of people see this kind of stuff, chances are Pixile is probably going to try to patch some of this, like, try to make it consistent, but at the same time, who knows? Obviously, they're going to have to patch those tents at some point, because, again, that makes zero sense how that works.
Yeah.
But, I mean, even if it doesn't get shown to the public, that's a very good trade secret to hold. It's so trolly, but I like it now.
Now you like it, not before.
I mean, I didn't know much about it before, but, like, now I know just how absurdly broken it is. Especially in some situations, which will probably help me.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, that is some peak SAR right there.
I agree.